in the top right position, he is our new challenger, returning challenger. He is freaking... It's a tough road for Bayagster, because that's who this is. But if he sticks to it, he's playing against like some of the best players over and over again. So I would say this experience can be pretty invaluable. It's Bayagster! And at 12 o'clock, or top middle, is our Return of the King, the reigning champion of most wins of Battle of the Beehive ever. And the GoFundMe without the actual GoFundMe. Dewalt. Also is Protoss. And they're next to each other again, which I just mean it's been happening a lot lately. People literally sharing a wall, I'll say. But not the wall. All right. I am going to adjust our... You got that one. That's good.
Thanks for the $20 tip. What?
Dude. Rob, thank you,
Mr.
man.
Rob.
Hell yeah, dude. You're the man.
Are we just gonna announce our next Battle of the Beehive right now?
I know. Just what day do you want to do it? And let's... BOTB4.
Next,
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
Next one we can announce and then just have the signups come a week before.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that's good.
We can just announce, let them know, and then signups begin, like a pre-order, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, except you
Like
actually
pre-order
get
your
something for
iPhones.
pre-order.
Yeah.
And we already know this game's good. It's not going to be like some shitty new game that comes out with a bunch of broken promises. Todd. Anyway, so Dewalt is scouting the wrong way, but that's okay. Once Bayagster... They do have an opportunity. If Bayagster goes the opposite way... No, Dewalt's... He's not going to do that. He's just send his Zealot straight out. So I imagine it'll go to the left. Check your bases right next to you first before you do anything. And the jig is up. At least for Dewalt. He sees it. Bayagster is going into the middle of the map. Nope, he's going to 12. Sick. All right. There's 2 Zealots out already. And Bayagster went Nexus first. And he's, I hope, not going to die. But this just got a whole lot harder.
Yeah, commonly when you see Nexus first, you'll see Forge first. As you can get cannons out faster than Zealots, but he'll be able to defend, but he's losing a lot of mining time, which hopefully he can recuperate with the double Nexus, but with the Zealots potentially streamlining, is gonna be a hard defend for Bayagster.
Yeah, he finally has his first Zealot out. That one's damaged. He's got 2 now. Since he did go a fast Nexus, he can catch up his economy, but it still is. It's going to be rough. Oh, he might finally lose a... Okay, you know, I've seen players do this too, where you put a pylon right next to your probes, so there's not as much of a surface area to attack from. That might be good for Bayagster to do, if he gets that opportunity, that is. So there's more
right
Zealots.
Now he's lost 5 probes. Yeah, he wants to be careful. He doesn't want to go down on the Zealot count, especially considering how it's an uphill battle as it is right now. The cannon will help, but
if
the question now is, can he hold himself until the cannon finishes?
This is interesting to go for the gateway. I do kind of appreciate that he's not doing anything too fancy. He is just...
Alright, we're going to see some lovely shield batteries, I can tell from the wall. He's going to be extremely aggressive. And he may actually take the Zealot fight right here.
Yeah,
no
he should use his
micro
probes.
coming out of Dewalt, though.
Either of them, really. I think Bayagster should have used his probes to help mess up the AI of Dewalt, and might actually... So it is shield battery, which I do love that he does. Wow, there is one with very little HP. So he really needs the shield battery to finish if he wants to keep the attack going. And anyway, it's cool that he's attacking the gateway just to do some damage, and then if he does actually end up getting it, that's kind of a long-term play too, then he can start to out-macro him because he already has his own 4. He's getting a 5th right now.
I think these are some of our first shield batteries that we see in Battle of the Beehive. Or
Dewalt,
at least this Battle of the Beehive, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this Battle of the Beehive for sure. I was going to say, Dewalt has built them in previous ones. I believe it was either against Rancor and the first one, or it was like against the Zerg, I mean. but he did build some before while breaking a Zerg. I don't know if it was about breaking another Protoss.
We're seeing Bayagster catch up on supply though.
Yeah.
So he is doing a great job macroing behind it. But however, in tech, Dewalt is ahead while he has a second Nexus up. So we should see him eventually threaten to bust down the gateways with the range goons. And then with the shield batteries behind it, it's going to be even more powerful.
And yeah, it looks tense, but for like Bayagster really did stabilize. Oh no, this one Zealot's getting fished out, and these Dragoons are just going to start doing what they did the first game. But Bayagster's on the other side of that now, where he's the one who doesn't have Dragoons. He can get them now. I mean, he's getting the range upgrade, and hopefully they don't get sniped as they come out of his gateways. That would be pretty detrimental. We're seeing 2 cannons go up, so by golly, we're going to keep... I might not be that smart, but I can count to 5.
Yeah, these cannons are legal, in case anyone is wondering. You can only have 5 cannons total, including your base and the opponent's base. So right now, Dewalt has 1 in his base and 2 in his opponent's base. So right now, he's fine.
Okay.
In case anyone else is wondering. But yeah, I think we're going to see a lot now until Bayagster gets his speed lots going.
Oof.
Where we see these Dragoons, pick off cannons, pick off gateways.
Mm-hmm.
And, Bayagster just trying to basically save his Zealots until the speed finishes. The Citadel is still a ways away.
Yeah.
So we're probably looking at about 2.5 more minutes until he can get speed done. So he has a long time before he can wait. And he's losing Zealots, unfortunately, which is not good. But I think he's sort of forced to engage here. And yeah, Dewalt is pressing the issue hard. And even if Dewalt loses his Zealots, I think he lowered Bayagster's Zealot count enough.
Yeah.
To the point where he could eventually now just shell down the gateways.
It's actually super interesting to watch how Dewalt is just kind of slowly picking him apart. He's just going for these cannons when he gets in range, so the Zealots are all distracted while killing each other. There's no army right now for Bayagster. Like Bayagster, okay, so he's got 2 Dragoons, and he could probably, with the help of the cannon, he can kill that one Zealot, but like he got cleared. So now it's just the cannons that he's building, and it's the cannons that he's building, and then whatever pops out of his gateways. But I mean, unless he gets a Templar archive somewhere. Oh, whoops. Oh, jeez. Anyway, unless he gets a Templar archive out somewhere. Oh man, he's got a probe at the bottom of his base. It'd have been interesting if he tried to sneak that in for DTs. He might have been able to hold for a little bit. But Dewalt, he's got 4 cannons, so he found a loophole in the system where he had detection anyway, so even DTs weren't going to save him. So the Templar archives did go up. It was just next to Cybernetic Core. I don't think it'll matter. Yeah, it was cool to see. It was very clinical of how he would engage the armies and then sneak in and snipe a cannon and then pull back a little bit, regroup, shield battery it up, and then move in again and pick off just each little critical part of Bayagster's base that he needed to. Mm-hmm. And you know what?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Good game.
GG.
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, I think Bayagster's play would have been best if he opted for cannons first rather than going to 4 gateways. Maybe offer 3 gateways and then a forge. But yeah, once Dewalt had that army advantage, he pretty much just never let it go, and he, really forced himself on Bayagster and forced him to address like the engagements.